Sky Yoga. My name is Britta Human and I'm one of the yoga instructors up here on the 94th floor. Welcome to our practice today. We will do a lovely sunset practice. Pretty relaxing and restorative, but still please, listen to your body, be gentle to yourself, modify as needed. We will start seating actually. If you're not comfortably sitting like this, especially if your knees are really high up and your low back is a little rounded, feel free to sit on a hide. Like a pillow would be good, a stack of blankets, even a stack of towels. You could even do that sitting on a chair. The first part would be pretty easy to modify that way. So let's get started. So if you're sitting here or on a higher surface, or if you're in a chair, doesn't matter, start by just rocking a little bit and feeling into the sitting bones. Those bones like kind of poking straight down. You're rocking side to side, maybe a little forward and back. And then taking a deep breath in through your nose, filling up with air, and an open mouth exhale. Releasing all the air out. You can make a sound. Inhale again, filling up. Open mouth exhale. And one more time. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Good. From here, rest your hands on your knees or on your thighs here. And exhale, tucking your tail, rounding your back a little bit. Inhale, coming forward, arching the back. Exhaling into a seated cat pose. Inhaling forward. Rolling back and forward over the sitting bones. So we're tugging the tail and we're untucking it. And we can hold on the knees, or we can do that without arms. Now let's add some circles. So we're exhale going down one side, swiveling over to the other, and then coming back. And inhale forward, exhale, drawing the belly in, and inhale. And then switching sides, rotating the other direction. And if there's any movement, any other movement you want to do here, you want to add your shoulders a little bit, feel free to do that. Moving with your breath. And then eventually coming back to center, finding the sitting bones again, feeling your sitting bones, rooting down, legs heavy, having your spine as straight as possible without too much strain. Just feeling body sitting here, noticing any sensations that are there, not trying to change anything, not trying to push anything away or pull anything towards you. Unless you're really uncomfortable, then of course you want to change that. And then notice your breath. Notice the breath you have this evening. Notice the inhalations, the exhalations. Maybe it's a fast breath, maybe slow. Maybe it's irregular, maybe it's regular. Maybe it's deep, maybe it's more shallow. Whatever it is, just sit with it. Let it be. And maybe noticing movement in the body when you breathe. Notice your shoulders moving, your chest, your ribs, your belly. Maybe all that changes all the time. Now beginning to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Breathing into the low belly, filling up ribs, chest, and then exhaling, chest, belly. Breathing in, filling up from the bottom up, and exhaling from the top down. You can also imagine you're breathing up from the front of the body, from your tailbones up the spine to the top of your head. Exhale down the back, down the spine, and again up the front, exhaling down the back. Now you can keep your eyes closed or softly open. Just rolling your shoulders up on your next inhale, exhale, roll them down. Doing a couple more of those. Inhale, rolling shoulders up. Exhale, rolling them down. And I'm letting the shoulders relax. Inhale, look over your right shoulder. I'm going to mirror you. Exhale, bring back to center. Inhale, look over your left shoulder. Exhale back to center. Inhale right. Exhale center, and continue with your own breath here. Just inhaling to one side and exhaling, bringing it back to center. Notice maybe a difference from one side to the other. Not forcing anything, just gently moving, and maybe even seeing if you can move from the back of your head rather than leading with your chin, keeping your chin level to the floor. Coming back to center. And now we inhale, looking up, and keep the back of your neck long. So don't let your head fall back. Keep lengthening through the back while lifting your chin. And then exhale, drawing your chin down all the way, lengthen through the back of the neck. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, looking down. And moving with your own breath. And then coming back to center. Now we do a little eye exercise from all that screen work we're doing lately. So we'll do a little eye exercise just to get a little relief here. You can do that eyes open or closed. I will do it eyes open. Might look a little weird. So we start by just looking up. And when I say look up, don't turn your head up or anything. Just stay seated. Just try to turn your eyes up, looking as high as you can. And continue to breathe like that. And then bring your eyes back forward. And then look down to the floor. Again, not turning the head down, resisting that urge. Look down with your head, just with your eyes. Bring your gaze back straight forward. Now look over to your right. Corners of the eyes. Staying a couple breaths. Back to center. And then over to the other side. To center. Now we do some eye rolls. So we're starting by looking up towards the right upper corner, right lower corner, over to the left lower corner, left upper, right lower, left lower, and continue. Notice how you're rolling your eyes, just going corner to corner. And then we switch directions. So we're starting left upper corner, left lower, right upper, and continue. Couple more rounds in that direction. And bringing the gaze straight back, and then just blinking your eyes quickly a couple more times, and maybe giving a gentle squeeze, nothing too forceful, of course. Just gentle little squeeze blinks. And then keeping your eyes closed. Rub the palms of your hands together, creating some heat here. And then placing the palms of your hands on your cheekbones so they're not touching your eyes, they're just covering the eyes. And then behind those hands, Slowly open your eyes, let them flutter open, let the light come to you, and then try not to focus on anything, just beginning to let the light, the sight come to you, moving your hands forward away, just letting the gaze be wide and soft. Good. Keeping that nice soft gaze. Inhale, both arms up. On your exhale, going to the right arm comes down, reaching over. And then we keep moving. So we inhale up and exhale, go over to the other side. Keep your sit bones down. Inhale up, exhale over. Continue to move with your own breath. A couple more rounds. If you would sit in a chair, you might want to hold the side of your chair. Sides, bring your hands down. We will switch our legs, so challenge is to do it without arms. You can always bring your arms down, of course. You just uncross the legs and recross them. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your forearms together, tuck your chin in, and inhale up again. It's like a seated cat-cow, now this time with the arms involved. Inhale, open up, arch your back, keep your core engaged to protect the low back. Exhale, round the upper back, tucking the chin. Then inhale, coming back to neutral. Lengthen your spine. You can straighten your arms out a little bit more if that's more comfortable. Inhale here, and then exhale, turn to one side, keeping the arms like this, so keeping them wide, just turning from your upper back. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. So inhale brings you to center. Exhale turns. Just a couple more rounds. And then coming back to center. When you're about even, bring your hands down. Shaking them out a little bit. Let's bring the hands forward and just squeeze and spread the fingers a couple of times, and then doing some rotations with the wrists. Go both hands same direction. See how that goes. And then shaking them out again. Let's do a little finger stretch. That's a good one too for when we were typing or being on our computers all day. Start with the right hand. Extend your arm out, palm facing up. Then you just pull gently one finger back at a time. Take a breath and release it on the exhale. So pull it back, take an inhale, exhale, release. Finger by finger, taking your time, not pulling them off, of course, so you want to be gentle. For the thumb, we go over and then pull this thumb to the side, like so. Shaking that out and switching sides. And pulling back, breathing and releasing. Just go with your own breath here, so you don't want to rely too much on my speed or my breath pattern, really doing your own. Shake it, and then from here we will come to our hands and knees. From here, just make sure your knees and hands are far enough away from each other so your spine has room to lengthen. Your exhale, we're tucking the tail, rounding now into the regular cat pose. And inhale, arching into cow. When you do this on your exhale, when you come into cat, try to draw your belly in and move a little bit more into the low back. Inhale, arching the back. So don't drop your low back too much down. Keep your core slightly engaged. Arch more through the upper back. And again, move with your breath and see if you can align your own breath and your movement here. Starting your breath, starting your movement. Simple pose so you can really pay attention to that breath movement. Here, stabilize the core, lengthen the tailbone away from the top of the head in table again. And keep pushing down through the finger pads. And we'll extend one leg back, tuck the toes, and just push back, gently rolling back, reaching the heel back, and then rolling forward. Feel that in all areas. I usually feel that more in my calf and the toes and foot. But this could be different for everyone. And we don't want pain. It might be a little stretch, but there shouldn't be very big discomfort. And then bring that knee back down. Take a moment. You can always come into a child's pose or do some cat-cow in between. And we switch sides. Feeling one side might be different than the other. That's totally normal. You usually have one side that's more strong and one side that's more flexible. Moving forward and back. On to that cat-cow movement, so we inhale into cow, exhale into cat, and then the rest of the exhale goes all the way back to child's pose. Head down, arms down, hips down. If the hips and head don't come down, that's okay, it's just the direction. And then inhale, come back up. See if you can extend that exhale, so half of the exhale comes here, and then lengthen that exhale while you reach back down. Lengthen your exhale more than your inhale. The inhale just comes up, and then long exhale. First half cat pose, second half child's pose. One more with your own breath. And then from here, stay in child's pose. Let your head rest. If this isn't comfortable, you can bring your hands here. If you're at home, have a blanket or anything you can, or block, you can put that under your head. And feel the breath in your back body now. In the low back, middle back, upper back. Imagine you're breathing into your back, filling it up. On the inhale, broadening in all directions. On the exhale, feel a lengthening of the spine. When you inhale, everything expands. On the exhale, the spine lengthens. If you're resting your hands here, you might want to bring them back forward again because we do a little side bend here. So we walk the hands to the right. Your right hand might come off the mat. I usually bring my left hand to the right side of the mat. And then I'm leaning into my left hip here. So I'm kind of leaning over a little bit. And then I'm breathing into my left rib cage. Into the left side body. Each inhale expands, and on the exhale, let it go. Release it a little bit. Stay in the center for at least 2 to 3 breaths and really feel what you already did. So feel the difference between your left and right side. And then we walk the hands over towards the left. Breathing into your right side body, right rib cage. And maybe notice the difference you feel here from side to side. And when you coming into crocodile pose first. So bring your hands one on top of the other. Rest the forehead, untuck the toes. Then lift one leg up and lengthen it. It's not lifting up too much. It's more like you lengthen it out of your hip. Let the foot come back down. And then the other one, lengthen it, let it come down. Toes can be turned in a little bit. And then breathing into your belly here. This might not be comfortable. You might maybe place a blanket or a towel under your hips. Not the belly, but the hips. If it's comfortable, you could stay right here in crocodile pose. If you want to strengthen a little bit through the back, we will do a locust pose variation. So we bring the forehead down, bring the arms back, bring the legs a little closer together. So maybe let your big toes touch. And you can either keep your hands pressing down, so palms are down, or you lift them up. Your choice. So we will, on the inhale, lift the head and chest, maybe the arms, and one leg. Exhale, bend that knee. Inhale, straighten the leg again. Exhale, everything to the floor, head turns to one side. And inhale, lift your head and chest, one leg, other leg now. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, everything down, turn your head to the other side. Let's one more round. Inhale, lift up, one leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower, turn the head again to the other side. Inhale, lifting head and chest, other leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten, and exhale. Down. This time we lift both legs, so we inhale head and chest, legs, maybe the arms too. Keep lengthening through the feet, through the top of your head, inhaling, exhaling. And then coming back, one more time, relaxing, bringing your arms back forward for crocodile pose. Resting your forehead on your hands. This time maybe bend your knees and sway a little. You can sway a little or a lot, but make sure you're comfortable. Then from here, bringing one leg down and the other. Bringing the hands next to the shoulders, we inhale, lifting up, and now we're moving into Sphinx pose. Bringing the elbows forward under the shoulders. So if this would bother your back, if you're like, oh, this is a lot, so the easiest one is staying in crocodile, or you bring your elbows a little further forward. So they are not directly under your shoulders. That's an option too. And either way, what we want to is like engaging the core, pulling the belly in slightly, lengthening through your feet so your toes are straightening away from your hips, and pressing the palms and elbows down and gently drag your elbows back so you're almost like you're dragging your belly through your arms. Shoulder blades down the back, head is relaxed, but it might not want to drop down, just keeping it gently in line with the spine. Breathing can come out at any time. And then from here, slowly lowering down again. One more time into that crocodile. This time maybe just scooting your hips side to side, or maybe you want to come back to that windshield wiper. Can also be a nice little quad massage if you've been walking a lot or biking a lot. And then bringing your legs back down. Tug your toes. And push yourself up. Hit your core. Round through cat. Although you could do a little cat cow here. in the middle. Otherwise, you just roll your hips back into child's pose, this time with tucked toes. Giving those toes a little bit more stretch, breathing here. And then slowly untuck your toes, come up. And then from here, we're gonna sit down and we'll come onto our back. So you want to sit pretty close to the front end of your mat here. Then we just roll down carefully, vertebra by vertebra. And then drawing one knee in, then the other, and swaying a little side to side, maybe drawing some circles with your knees on the ceiling. And then setting one foot down and then the other, and then extending your legs out. Pointing and flexing your feet a couple times if that feels good. And then we will do a little vinyasa on the floor, just a little movement for the hips. So we will exhale, drawing the right knee into your chest. Keep your other foot flexed and extended. Inhale, open the knee to the side, opposite arm comes out too. Exhale, cross the leg gently over. You don't have to roll all the way onto your hip, just guiding the leg over, right arm to the right. Then inhale back to center, extend your leg straight up to the ceiling, reach through your heel. Exhale, draw your knee back into your chest. Inhale, bring the leg next to the other. And we switch side. Exhale, left knee in. Inhale, open up to the side. Your exhale, you guide your leg over the midline, to your left arm out. Inhale, back to center, extend your leg straight up to the ceiling. Exhale, draw the knee back in. Inhale, extend. And again, exhale, right knee. Inhale, open. Cross it over, gentle twist. Inhale to center, extend the leg straight up. Exhale, drawing knee back to chest. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left leg. Inhale, open. Exhale, crossing over. Inhale, back to center, extend your legs straight up to the ceiling. Exhale, drawing the knee in. Inhale. Do one or two more rounds with your own breath. Just keep going. Be focusing on your own breath here. Done with your two more rounds or so. Just coming back to lie on your back here. And then maybe bringing the arms overhead if that feels okay on your shoulders. And then inhale, point your feet. Exhale, flex, reach through your heels. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Just again, moving with your own breath. Bringing your arms back down by your side. And from here, we're going to move into called banana pose. So it's basically the shape of a banana. You want to keep your hips centered. They stay down, and the back of the hip stays down. We just move the feet over to the right side of the mat. If this is a little tweaky for the low back, Feel free to bend your knees and place maybe a cushion or something under your knees. You could stay here, or you can hook your outer leg here, this is the left leg, left ankle over. So it's ankle over ankle, and then kind of pulling it over a bit. Again, you could stay here, or maybe bring your torso a little bit over and your arms overhead. I really like holding opposite elbows. You could also hold your wrists and give a little traction. It's more like a personal preference. If either of those does not feel good because your arms are in the air and it feels not okay to bring them down, again, putting a pillow or a blanket up here to rest your arms would be totally fine and probably feels really nice. And then here, again, breathing into the side body, the left side, left ribs, left side of your lung, expanding on the inhale, releasing on the exhale. And then guiding that attention of breath and expansion all the way from your pinky toe on the left to the pinky finger. And on the exhale, release. So breathing into the whole left side body. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release. Doing this a couple more times, and then maybe just let it go and just enjoy, just letting the breath be normal and gentle. Trying to relax into the surfaces that are supporting you. Letting go of some of that tension. Some of the next poses a little bit longer now to give the body and the mind time to settle in, to release, relax, let go a little bit. Of course, if you feel the need to move, you can always do that. Breath here. And then slowly come out, starting with letting your arms come down and square your shoulders back up. Then uncross your legs, walk your legs back into the center. Try to center you. This might be difficult because we just did this on one side. It might feel a little off. Notice the sensation from one side to the other, feeling the breath here in the body. And then when you're ready, move to the other side. So we start, and don't assume this will feel the same. So just be careful, go bit by bit. Walk your feet over. Again, maybe you need a pillow under your thighs. You can cross your ankles if you choose to. You can lean your torso to the side too. Your hips stay down. And again, maybe holding your elbows or tractioning, and maybe bringing a pillow or something under the arms to support them. Now once you find the physical pose, then tune into your breath again. Breathing into the right side now, right ribs, right lung, feeling the ribs gently expanding on the inhale, relaxing on the exhale. So there's always this back and forth. Inhale and extend, but then we exhale, relax, and not extend further, but relax. And then expanding that attention all the way from your right pinky to your right pinky toe or right pinky finger to right pinky toe. Inhale, expanding, reaching, exhale, letting it go. A little more breath like so. And then just relax into it. Letting the body sink in. Letting the breath be gentle. If your mind starts to wander, just bring the mind attention to the breath. You don't have to really do anything with your breath. You can just observe it. Noticing how it moves in the body and how it moves out. If you get distracted by thoughts, you just always just notice it and come back to the breath. About 2 or 3 more deep breaths here. And slowly releasing your arms down first, bring your torso, uncrossing your legs, bringing your legs center, maybe tucking your toes towards you, pointing them a couple times. Actually, let's reach the arms overhead too, giving ourselves a nice big stretch here, breathing in, drawing the belly in. Low ribs down, lengthening the spine. And then exhale, bring your arms down, bend one knee, then the other, then draw one knee into your chest, then the other, and just rock a little side to side. Freeing up any tension here. You can roll more to the back of your hips, or if you bring your knees a little forward, you're more in the center of the hips, or more to the lower end, towards the tailbone. So wherever it feels good, you can explore this a little bit. And then bring one foot down and then the other. Now we will do a rolling bridge. And we will only move on an exhalation. So we'll stay for the inhalations and we move on exhalation. Bridge does not feel good for you, you can just do a little gentle pelvic tuck or tilt, rolling your hips forward and back and not lifting the hips up. So we stay here for our inhale. And then on the exhale, we lift the hips up and the arms overhead. Again, stay for your inhale. Exhale, roll the hips down only. Keep your arms up. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your arms down. And again, inhale here. Exhale, lift your hips, your arms. Inhale here. Filling up breath in the chest and rib cage, and then exhale, roll your hips down from your shoulders, vertebra by vertebra, until the hips come down. Inhale here. Extend, exhale, bring your arms down. One more round. Inhale here, and then exhale, lift your hips, your arms. Deep inhale. Long, slow exhale, rolling the hips down. Inhale here. Exhale, bringing your arms down. Stay here. Or if you like, I'm going to do a little constructive rest. We bring the knees together, walk the feet a little wider so the knees hold each other up. Just knocking them together and then giving yourself a hug. Bringing the arms over and letting them fall down. Trying not to hold anything, just letting it hang. If this feels too constricted, just keep your arms open. And we stay here and breathe. Notice how you maybe can breathe a little bit more into that space between your shoulder blades, the rib cage on the back. filling it up on the inhales, on the exhales, releasing, relaxing. Letting each exhale sink you in a little bit deeper. Slowly open your arms and just switch the cross of your arms here, bringing the other arm up. And notice how that might feel really different. We tend to do those things at one habitual way. So this might be the non-habitual way for you now, and they feel different. So just notice that. It's normal, but it's kind of nice to be aware of those things. Again, breathing into the space between your shoulder blades, to your upper back. Nice deep breath. Open your arms up again, walk your feet in, draw one knee into your chest, then the other. And again, you could just stay here, maybe rock a little, or maybe add a little movement again by inhale, moving the knees away, exhale, drawing the knees into your chest. Inhale, moving them out, and exhale. Are just hanging here, so it's not really an ab workout, it's just to kind of gently move the low back again. And then we bring one foot down again, and then the other. And then we will actually let's straighten the right leg first. Straighten, reach through your heel, flex your toes, wiggle your toes a little bit, maybe point and flex your foot a couple times, ankle rotations, and then flex your foot again, and then rotate your whole leg from the hip out, then bending the knee and crossing it over the ankle, so the ankle over the thigh. We want the ankle engaged. That will protect your knee, that braces the knee. Still, if you feel anything in your knee joint, you might not want to do this. We can give ourselves a little bit self-traction here to relieve the lower back. So the heels of the palms kind of pushing gently into the upper thighs, right where the hip crease is, gently pushing. You could also use your fists, gently push here. Breathing. Keep breathing while you push, don't hold your breath. And always give yourself a break when you feel tension coming up into your shoulders or so. And you could stay right here, or you can lift your left leg. I actually like to do it a lot of times without holding on. This would give you a little bit more, core work. You could also hold behind your thigh. But try to not let your shoulders and neck come up. Let everything be nice and relaxed here. And then see if you can move the left leg a little bit to the left, about an inch or two. And maybe it feels good to draw little circles with your left knee on the ceiling. Or you might feel quite intense in your right hip. So explore those sensations. But again, be gentle. You don't want to overdo that. Or you could just stay here and hang out like so. You can choose to move or choose to stay, breathe. Maybe breathing into those areas where you feel tension, where you feel this pose. And guiding the inhale in there, and on the exhale, allowing it to release. And then slowly letting the left foot come back down. Uncross your legs. Take a moment here. Notice how it feels. You can always draw your knees in, move a little. That feels good. Otherwise, when you're ready, you extend your left leg straight up. You point and flex your toes a couple times. Rotate the ankle. Move the toes. Whatever feels good here. Then we flex the foot again, reaching through the heel and then turning the whole leg out from the hip joint. Then bending, bringing ankle over the thigh. And you can give yourself a little self-traction here, pushing the thighs gently away. Breathing deeply while you push. That, and maybe you want to stay here and keep pushing and relaxing a couple times, or you lift your right leg up now. Again, you can do all that without holding on. Moving the leg a little to the right, adding some movement, or just pulling it towards you, or you can hold beneath. Again, those little movements, and it might feel really different on this side again. Being aware of that, maybe adding some movements that feel better here. And breathing into the areas where you feel tension, where you feel like a little stretch. Releasing that leg back down, uncrossing. Maybe lifting your hips a moment, allowing your back to kind of wiggle itself out. And then we will do a couple twists. Call those the twisted twists. If you have any other supine twist you like to do, or even if it's a seated twist, feel free to do that. This is again a little bit more for the hip. So we will now cross the right thigh completely over the left. You might want to walk your left foot a little bit more to center. Arms can be like a T, can be goalpost arms, can be more in a V shape, like how it's comfortable. Maybe if your shoulders feel a little too tight, you could also bring your arms down here. Inhale here, and then on your exhale, allow your knees to drop over to the left. The head can stay turned up. You could look to one side or the other. Again, notice what feels okay for your neck, what feels good. And then breathing into it. It's okay if you might see my legs are a little unraveling, that's fine. You could also place something under here if you want more support. If that shoulder comes up a lot, that right shoulder, you could bring your arm down to release that. And again, breathe and enjoy the pose. Letting the exhales release tension. Holding on. If you notice that you're really tight on one side and more loose on the other, you feel free to adjust the times of the twists. If you're okay to come out, now take a couple more breaths here. Then on your next exhale, draw your belly to spine, and then with your exhale, bring your legs up. Engage the core. Now keep your legs crossed like they are. Maybe walk the left foot again a little bit more to the left, and then let your knees drop over gently towards the right. It's a different kind of twist and stretch. So don't be surprised if this feels different. And so here now, if that might bother your inner knee, you just uncross your legs and bring your knees like this. That weight is too much, so just being mindful and then staying here and breathing. Here it might also feel nice to reach that left arm straight up. And breathing into the left side body. More deep breaths here. And bring your arm back down. Inhale, exhale, draw your belly in. Bring your knees to center. Uncross your legs. And again, maybe just lifting your hips, allowing your back to wiggle itself in. If you like, you can draw your knees to your chest if that might feel good. Maybe knocking your knees together for a moment. And when you feel ready, we will do that little sequence on the other side. So we're starting with the left thigh, crossing the right. Arms out to the side again, and then maybe walking your right foot just a little bit to the center, dropping both knees again to the right. And don't be surprised if each of those feels different, completely different. Twists are usually the one pose where we really feel any asymmetry in our bodies. Breathing deeply. And if your shoulder comes up high, bring your arm down. You can let your legs kind of unravel a little bit. You could support them. The head and neck could also go into different directions. Rolling the legs to center. Walk the foot a little bit more to the right. And then letting the knees drop to the left. Here again, you could raise your right arm up if that feels good. Breathing here. or Savasana. Just extend one leg out and then the other. Arms by your side. Bring the shoulder blades down a little bit, lengthen the back of the neck. If this might not be comfortable for you, feel free to bend your knees. If you have a cushion, maybe place that under. Otherwise, bend your knees, knocking the knees together. You can also place your hands on your belly here, bringing them out. Any of those options. Then let your gaze soften, closing the eyes. Remove any remaining tension in the body. Soften your jaw, your ears and eyes, throat. And imagine you're breathing in through the left side of your body. Left nostril filling up the left side, foot, leg, torso, arm and neck and face. And then shifting awareness to the right side. Exhaling through the right. Inhaling through the right nostril, right foot filling up, leg, torso, right arm and shoulder, neck, right side of your head. And shifting the attention over the midline to the left, exhaling left. Inhaling left, exhale, shifting attention. Exhaling right, and continue with your own breath rhythm, gently shifting breath from one side to the other. Slowly beginning to breathe in through both nostrils. Breathing in from your feet to the crown. Exhaling from the crown to the feet. Deepening that breath. Breathing in vitality, energy when you're breathing in from the feet to the crown. Breathing out from the crown to the feet, anything that no longer serves you. And bringing gentle movement back into your body, moving your fingers to your toes, maybe rolling your wrists and ankles gently to a gentle yes and no nod of your head, rolling arms and legs a bit. Now when you feel ready, bend both knees and roll over to one side. Stay on your side for a couple more rounds of breath. And then using your hands to gently help yourself up into any seated position that's comfortable for you. Bring one hand on your heart, the other on top of that. Feeling your heart beating, feeling the breath, temperature of your hands. Just thinking about that one thing, one person, one event you are grateful for today, right in this moment. And with that gratitude in your heart and in your mind, take in one deep breath, open your mouth wide, let it go. And I thank you. Thank yourself for joining us here at 360 Sky Yoga. Hope you enjoyed this class and the sunset, and I really hope to see you soon in one of our weekend classes, Saturdays and Sundays.